Hey everyone, so today I am doing a book review. And right now I'm going to be doing the review on the Fullmetal Alchemist. This is the first one in the series. So that's the binding. Fullmetal Alchemist, number 1. Now I did get this at the public library, so it does have a sticker saying it is a graphic novel. And then there's a picture here of Edward Ulrich. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being bad, 5 being great, I'm gonna put this at a 4, and that's mainly because the graphics are good. So like here, see all of his wrinkles, that's good, give him definition, barely under his chin, letting you know that it's there. Ease of reading, because it is a graphic novel, it's set up like a comic book. For the most part it reads well, but this is a Japanese book, so as you can see it seems like I'm holding the book backwards, and that was a little weird for me because as an American I read books this way, and we open them up right to left. This one you open left to right. Now if you are familiar with mangas and this particular genre of comics, it's really easy for you to do. I found that being that this is my first manga, that this was a little bit weird. I am glad I grabbed this specific one. I'd heard that this is a great series. I can see why. The characters are borderline iffy on if they're good or not. As you can see, there's this metal guy, and this is actually his younger brother. They were trying to bring back their mother, and he lost his entire body, and in order to save his soul, he lost his foot and was able to put it into this iron body. And come to find out, the reason why he's in this iron body is because the other two human options were stationary bobbleheads. I'm kind of glad he went into the metal body. And I'm not going to tell you, other than that, that's the basics of the characters. We also meet greed and lust. It does play a little bit on Christian, I don't want to say lore or mythology or anything like that, but Christian-based stories, I guess you could say. The whole 5 deadly sins. They are alchemists who try to become what they now represent, and they are now no longer alchemists, but more slaves to what they are, as far as I can tell. So we meet a female named Lust. Let's see if we can see her. Here we go. So here's Lust and Gluttony. They're really, Gluttony is definitely a simplistic drawn creature, whereas Lust has definitely got what man deems as lustful. So she's got fairly large female qualities, plus very full, pouty lips, and the sleepy eyes, and of course the ever sensual heel. So, and then Gluttony's just a big old fat guy chomping down on a leg. Yeah, that's a leg. And later on he eats people too. He doesn't care if it's meat, it's going in his mouth. Sorry about that. So, as my first manga, I'm giving it a 4.5. I really don't have anything to compare it to other than American-made comics. So, American-made comics, and that's really about it. I mean, So for me, this is really good. The storyline was fairly simplistic, so it is rated for teens. So as you can see here, it does belong in the teen section at my local book. So it is a teen manga. Most manga that my local library holds is teen. There's really no whole adult. I guess they figure adults aren't really into manga. I'm not exactly sure. The drawing style is I guess your typical manga style. It's got, you know, detailed eyes, and all the other features are fairly simplistic. Hair is a little bit more complicated. The features are down towards the bottom half of the face. Hands are a little detailed. Feet, not so much. We do have a hint of toes, but other than that, and a little bit of an arch, but other than that, there's not really a whole lot of detailing. There's a lot of detailing in the background. So I do like that. All in all, I would reread this later on. I do plan on getting the others in the series, and in fact I have number 2 over on my nightstand to be read. I'm gonna go pick up number 3 when I return this one. Would I buy these? Probably not. I might get them on an e-reader if I ever go on the ship, just to have something a little for an entertainment factor. But I personally see no need to have a shelf full of these books as of right now. Now, I may change my mind on that later on as I get further into the series, because there's quite a few books in this series. There's also a couple of TV shows, and which I have saved on Netflix, by the way. If you were interested in those, they are on there. Other than that, I think that wraps up. Excuse me, hiccup. Wraps up my review of the Fullmetal Alchemist, Volume 1. And until next time, guys, bye!